Hello everyone! So today I am here to do a video with Haley. If you guys don't know who Haley is, this is my best friend.
Hello.
I'm making videos with her, so here you go. I'll link her channel and Instagram and stuff in the description. But today we thought it would be really fun to do, honestly, what me and Nico have done a couple of times in the past, and everyone seems to really enjoy it, where we are going to swap TBRs, which basically just means that we're going to force each other to read each other's favorite books. So, in my video today, right now, she's going to recommend me books to read, and then in her, on her channel, it's a collab.
Remember YouTube collabs?
On her channel, I will be recommending her books, so go check it out. But yeah, I think we're doing 6 books.
Yes.
Because, we decided 3, we both did 3, and it was these are going to be really obvious.
Right.
And then we were let's do some, out of left field ones. So, 6
I think only one of mine is, completely out of left field. The others you probably wouldn't have thought of, though.
Okay. Cool. Alright. Go.
Okay, the first book she already knows about because I told her not to read it because she already owns it. And that is Out of My Mind by Sharon M. Draper. I just hit myself in the face with it. This is a book that I read, I couldn't tell you how many years ago. It is a middle grade about a little girl who is in a wheelchair and is nonverbal. Yeah. And it's told from her perspective and how she views the world and how other kids treat her. So this would also be good for probably your classroom, we're hoping.
I'm hoping after I read it to make sure it's appropriate I'm hoping to put this in my classroom for my elementary school students.
Yes. So. Next up we have The Holo Places by T. Kingfisher. I've read both of T. Kingfisher's horror books, and this was my personal favorite. This has my favorite trope of a very specific type of horror where there's a hole in the wall that shouldn't be there, or a hallway that shouldn't be there, and it leads to another world or another dimension almost. And also, this main character is one of the funniest main characters. I've never laughed out loud during a horror book in my life, but T. Kingfisher especially makes me crack up so much. Also, the best friend she meets in this is hilarious.
Yeah, I've actually really wanted to read this. This is on my TBR.
Really?
So, yes,
I've definitely been yelling at you about it since I read it.
I probably have it on it because of you. But yes, I do have this on my TBR. So that's exciting.
Here's another one. The first time I mentioned it, you were absolutely not. I didn't like the book that you compared this to. And I was but it's different.
Okay.
And that is The Warehouse by Rob Hart.
Okay.
I compared this originally to The Circle, which I know she really didn't like. But I think this is much more approachable than The Circle. For the reasons that I think you didn't like that, I think you would like this one. Is very much a commentary, and social commentary, as we said, is our buzzwords for things we both enjoy. A commentary on Amazon, because it's about a warehouse that this man started that is basically a giant monopoly, and people have to go live in this warehouse in order to work there, and it's a big dormitory situation, and it's very interesting.
Jeffrey Bezos. Yeah, actually, I honestly completely forgot about this book. I knew you loved it last year. I felt it was one of those ones that you kept talking about, and I just, ignored. Bye. Oh, I also own this.
Next up, we have Love Minus 80, which I think is probably my favorite of the Will McIntosh books. I actually read this last summer when she was here, and I loved it. I read it so fast. It's a sci-fi dystopian world where essentially there's a lot going on, but the main overarching plot is that there are these places that have what they call bridesicles, and they are women that are cryogenically frozen, and men can come and buy them as their wives, and they can go home with them. Which, as you can imagine, is very problematic. Yes. So it has a lot of social commentary on that, especially, but just a lot of speculative fiction moments.
Yes, I also do have this on my TBR.
Yes.
Now I feel bad because I'm actually going to add to your TBR, and you're just telling me to read books I already got. Water break.
Hydration break. We're not going to get dehydrated like last summer. It's going to be 90 degrees next week. We're going to die.
Drink water. This is your hydration reminder. I bet you've been watching YouTube for the last 6 hours. Don't go drink water.
Now, I don't think you've heard me talk about this yet unless you've watched my wrap-up.
No.
I just read it. And that is My Good Song by Yang Huang. This is Chinese literature about a man who is a tailor, and there's this boy that walks into his shop who is very effeminate, and he doesn't make the connection that this man might be gay. And his son meets him and goes, "Oh, Dad, that's a gay man." And he's very homophobic. He's never met a gay person before. And the overarching plot is essentially he wants this gay man who is from America, he's from Texas, and his parents and his family to sponsor his son to go to school in America. And so he's trying to force them to be friends. Mm-hmm. And also learns about his, internalized homophobia from living in China. That
sounds so good. I need more Chinese literature.
I think you will like it more than I did. I gave it, a 3.5 stars. Mm-hmm. But I don't know why I didn't like it. I just feel like it's more of a you book.
Yeah, no, it sounds very much like a me book. That's awesome. Yeah, no, I need more Chinese literature. I've only read, I don't even know if I've actually read a Chinese book. A translated Chinese book. Either. And I only have 2 on my TBR, really? So this will be a great addition. Because, yeah, that sounds so good. I read a Taiwanese book that had to deal with queer people.
Mm-hmm. That's why I found it on, maybe 2 videos about Pride Month TBRs. And that's how I found it.
Sick. Are you giving me this?
Yes. Hell yeah. And this one I haven't decided if I'm giving you yet or not. But because I kind of want to keep it. I just never bought it. I read it 3 years ago, so you might not even remember.
Okay.
And it's called Kill the Boy Band.
Oh my god! I do remember this.
And it is essentially this group of girls who go to a concert of their favorite band, and they kidnap one of the boys and tie him to a chair and trying to decide what to do with him. Nice. And it's a fascinating, very scary concept of what could happen to idols or just celebrities in general if crazy people actually got a hold of them. And I still remember it to this day, and I figured you would probably enjoy it.
Fun.
We both really like K-pop and boy bands, so it makes a lot of sense.
We actually we were just talking the other day about how what is preventing someone from just going to a high touch and just punching someone.
Right.
I know there's security there, sure, but they're not gonna be able to stop you fast enough.
Right.
What if
it's really terrifying. And idols are starting to go out into crowds more at concerts and stuff. Especially before the pandemic, they were doing it more. Who is it? The guy from Day 6 that was literally escaping his security. One pill. And he's just running away from his security to interact with the fans, and we were like, "You're gonna get hurt."
Yeah, it was at his concerts and stuff. Yeah, this looks. I remember when either you read this or I first heard of it, and I really had wanted to read it.
Yeah.
But yes, I do remember I had really wanted to read this.
It's a very aggressively hot pink in your face cover.
Wow. Also, the text is huge.
Yeah, it's so fast. I read it very, very quickly.
But okay, yeah, no, that's so fun. I'll take that. That's a very fun read to balance it out.
To balance out all the other ones.
Yeah. Actually, I feel like you gave me a very good stack.
Yeah.
Now I'm
different.
Should I do something else? I feel like I'm just gonna give you a bunch of books that I liked.
Yeah, I think I already know at least 2 of them.
Yeah, so we got a middle grade about disability. We got a horror. We got Chinese literature. We got sci-fi. And then we got social commentary. Yeah. You did a very good job. Wow. I'm actually very impressed with this. This is a very fun stack. Awesome. Okay, yeah. So here are all of the books that I will hopefully read. We don't have any time set to do this. It's just kind of whenever.
We just assume that we read enough, even when we're not reading a ton this year, that we read enough to read 6 books before the end of the year.
Yeah. That's kind of the time period. Is by the end of the year, read these books
alongside other books that we obviously also want to read.
Yeah. So this is exciting. Woo! So yeah, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and again, go and check out Haley's channel to see the books that I recommended to her. Yes. I will be really curious to see if you guys can figure out what books I will recommend to her.
I figured out 2 of them pretty quickly before. She hasn't told me them yet, but I know.
Leave down in the comments below what you think I'm going to recommend her, because I'm sure all of you can figure it out. It's 6 books, okay? Mm-hmm. Figure it out. I'm counting on you guys. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I love y'all. I'll see y'all soon. Bye!
Bye!
Did I do that right? Was that right? Was that my outro?
It was very fast.
I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and I love y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye! I did do it really fast, okay?
You just said it in one breath.
Bye!